What was my final breaking point with my exes? That was the most asked question in my comments for the past couple weeks. Okay, for starters, I've only had 3 exes. Everyone seems to think I've had more just because my videos, but no, these are all experiences just with the same 3 people. He made AI explicit images of me and sent them to me. And just the cherry on top for that week was he ghosted me for 2 weeks because I told him that he cheated on me and he called me a liar. The second one basically just wrote me a love letter saying how he wanted to run away and have kids with me, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I'm gonna run away from this relationship. So I broke up with him. For the final one, he got my initials and my birthday tattooed, and in the same week he cheated on me, so I was like, absolutely not. D1 Klinger, get out of here.
I'm currently going through a breakup from a 3-year-long relationship. I've also been in friendships that have gargantuously fucked me over. Trust me when I tell you that I know exactly what it feels like to convince yourself that the world around you is crumbling. In a time like this, you need to realize that all of these people and all these situations are placed in your life to teach you a lesson, because just think about it. If your life was constantly perfect and you were happy all of the time, 24/7, you would learn nothing about yourself. Good change can't happen without bad things. All of the life lessons that I've learned throughout times like this in my life have all come down to the same bottom line too. And it's that at the end of the day, you have nobody but yourself that has the best interest for you at heart. Nobody in this world, in your life, can truly look out for you as much as you can look out for yourself. And yeah, all of this is like definitely easier said than done. I came out of the womb with crippling anxiety. Like, I'm worrying about everyone else all the time. You're probably sitting at home wondering like, oh my god, they're definitely talking shit about me behind my back, whatever. But once you really start showing up for yourself, you'll realize that they're behind you for a reason. You're literally meant to have changes in your mindset throughout your life, because you definitely don't think the same way you did 5 years ago. As always, I love you guys. Bye.
Get ready with me at 6 a.m. for work. I just got to a text. I was sleeping and then I woke up and I had a text. And he said he can't be with me anymore because he has to go to Spain to play soccer. And he said that, and he said, I'm sorry, I love you. And then he unadded me. I thought it was like finally my turn. I don't know why this always happens to me. Like, it's so hard for me to trust someone, and then I finally trust them, and then they don't love me anymore, or something happens that we can't be together, and I so badly want it to be my turn. My tears are making me face wet. I thought my nose was ready over. So, I mean, my tears are like just making me more product. I can't believe you untied me. Like, we'll never see each other again. How do you do that? How do you do that to somebody that you love? Because I would have never done that. Oh no. Oh no, no. Why are my eyebrows like this? I need to put some mascara on. I don't care. That's all I'm gonna put on because I'm gonna wear my glasses.
I broke up with my boyfriend of 8 years right before he proposed. Get ready with me, and I'm gonna freaking tell you why. A little bit of a backstory. We were together all 4 years of high school and then all 4 years of college. We had been having some issues, and we were having like those heart-to-heart talks where you need to figure everything out in your life, because I felt personally that we were on
two completely different paths. I had goals for myself, things that I wanted to do, places I wanted to go, and he necessarily just wanted to fish and hang out with his friends. He wasn't ready to grow up, essentially. We broke up after I graduated college, and we completely ended things, or I did. We had been getting into arguments quite a bit before our anniversary. He didn't remember at all. I was tired of constantly having to remind him to get me a freaking birthday card or anything like that. So after we had been fighting so much, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I told him I had nothing planned for the day. I was working 2 jobs in college in a sorority and going to school full time, and I had the whole day off our anniversary just to see what he would do. And he goes, I'm going to fish with my brother. Okay. Didn't say another freaking word about it. I let it go. I let it be. Didn't say anything the next morning, and I went and drove to his house because he didn't take his truck, and I went and put a happy anniversary card on his truck, and that's the only way he remembered. Just tell you, this wasn't just like a month anniversary. This was our 7-year anniversary. So that he freaked out when he got home, realized he had missed our anniversary, tried to make it up to me, tried to take me to dinner, and I said no. I didn't want to. So after that, things got pretty bad, I would say. We would just argue all the time. I was getting flown to Texas to take senior pictures in May. So right before I left for Texas, that I needed some time and some space, and that he needed to give that to me so I could think about things and really figure out what I freaking wanted. The dumbass that I am, I decided to come home from Texas. He picked me up from the airport, and I was like, okay, we've been together so long, like, we can make this work. We'll try again. Freaking idiot. Now, the night of my college graduation, and we went out to eat with my family, and his phone is getting absolutely blown up. I mean, blown up. And I was like, who is that? Like, what's going on? Why is someone blowing your phone up?
Things I wish I knew before junior year. Okay, so at least personally, I knew it wasn't going to be the easiest year, so I didn't go in thinking, wow, this is going to be a piece of cake, and I think that's honestly what made it easier for me. I also made sure I got most of my hard classes done so I could have an easier senior year. If you plan on going to college, start researching scholarships now, because there actually is some scholarships that start junior year. Find a hobby that you actually enjoy. Go to all the games, go to all the football games, go to all that stuff. It is genuinely so much fun. If you're thinking about going to prom, just do it. Regardless if you want to stay the whole time, the experience itself is just fun. Realize that everyone's on their own separate path, so if that person has their life figured out, that's great for them, but that doesn't mean you have.
Hey guys, so I did heatless curls, and I actually got the heatless curl thing, so let's take them out. Okay, I got these on Amazon. Okay. Hold on, we'll just get the whole thing out. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at this. Oh, this side turned out so much better. I think this is how I took it out. And then this for volume. And I'm gonna put some hair oil in it to make it shiny. So it's really like that. Okay, I really like how they turned out. The curls look better than how they did when I would use a rope. I feel like it's because this one has like a thicker rod, so it gave me like bigger curls. And the only thing that I don't really like is that it doesn't really give you much volume on the top. Like, it just looks kind of flat, if you know what I mean. I feel like I definitely could have gotten more volume if I did like the unicorn method, but I just couldn't reach behind my head. Also, Peach and Lily surprised me yesterday and got me all my favorite products in bedazzle form, as you can see. They got me these 2 things and their glass skin mist, which is this right here. So now I have a full set little trio. All these brands, just know I'm obsessed with like anything bedazzled. Let me know if I should do a full face using like bedazzled skincare only. Anyways, yeah, I also feel like if I had just pulled like the heatless curl thing straight from the top, it would have looked so much better, because that's what I did on this side, and it just looked so much better. Like, the curls were bouncier, on that side. Anyways, overall, I really like how they turned out at the end. I'll definitely do it again, and I like how it's like heatless, so it doesn't damage your hair, which is a really good thing. I think they were pretty comfortable to sleep in too. You just kind of couldn't really sleep on my side. Like, you could kind of feel it, but I feel like you could get used to that. It is pouring rain outside and it's freezing. I like opened my door just now just to like get a feel, and it was terrifying cold. And it's so weird because the weather has been so nice the past couple days. Like, it's been hot and sunny, and all of a sudden it's pouring rain. My friend came over at 4 a.m. and was like, can I sleep over? And I was like, sure. She brought me tiramisu cake though, so it's fine. But I cleaned my room last night and I'm feeling really accomplished because it's been so messy for the longest time. Also, you guys need to get the new Kosas blush. They are like insanely good and it has a bit of like a shimmer to it. Also, I've been waking up like strangely early recently, which is so weird. Okay, I think I'm done. Didn't do much because I'm not doing anything today, so bye guys.
Hi guys, it's day 2 of vacation, so get ready with me. So we're staying on Crystal River and today we're taking like a 5-minute drive to the springs. I'm so excited because the water there is crystal blue. You can literally see manatees. Those are like some of my favorite animals. I just think they're so cute. As you can tell, the sun is shining and it's literally going to be a beautiful day. Last night for dinner I got a seafood boil and it was literally amazing. A snow crab with this like Cajun butter sauce. Here's a picture and it was so delicious. I'm not going to be doing a ton of makeup because obviously I'm going to be getting in the water. I am going to test out this waterproof mascara. This is my first time using this mascara and it's pretty good. Definitely wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's pretty good. We'll see if it comes off in the water or not. And that's it for my makeup. Bye guys.
Can we take a moment to talk about how cheap airlines are these days? Like, it's actually insane. One time I was on a flight back from New York and it was a 6-hour flight and my whole entire like table tray thing wasn't working, like the thing that pulls out. Sorry, I don't know what they're called, but basically my table just wasn't working. So when it was time to eat, I basically ate the whole tray of food on my lap and I was just like hunched over, which I didn't like care. It wasn't a big deal at all. Like, I didn't really care. I'm also a pretty fast eater. But basically the flight attendant came around and was like, oh, we're so sorry about your table. Like, we're gonna reimburse you because your table not working. And I was like, oh, okay, like, cool, that's fine. But he made such a big deal about it. Like, he was super apologetic and I thought that they were gonna like reimburse me the whole entire flight. Okay, maybe not the whole entire flight, but like a good amount. And he made me fill out this whole entire like form sheet thing and he like submitted it. He was like, you should be getting your refund in 10 business days. I was like, okay, cool, like can't wait. And I got a whopping $10, 10 Canadian dollars, which is like $7 US. I was like, at this point, just keep your $10. Honestly, I don't really know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not $10. I thought I was gonna get like maybe free unlimited Wi-Fi for the rest of the year. I don't know, I feel like it was the fact that he made it such a big deal where I was kind of like, oh shit, like this is serious. Like, they probably take this stuff so seriously, I'm gonna get like so much money back. But Air Canada, you can keep your money next time. Not to mention, Air Canada has so many like issues, I feel like. I don't know. One time they had to cancel like our flight mid-air, and so they landed in like Montreal or something when we were supposed to land in New York, and they were like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna reimburse everyone. They were like, we're gonna get you guys vouchers for hotels to stay for the night and like basically another ticket for the next day. Literally never happened. They just left everyone stranded at the airport at like 2 a.m. in the morning, which was insane. I've also heard so many stories of like baggages getting lost and literally not being able to do anything. But yeah, I thought that was like a funny story to share. But if you guys have any horror stories from like airlines or airports, let me know. So I feel like that'd be fun to read. Anyways, I'm not doing mascara because I'm way too lazy today, but
products that I wish lasted longer versus products that I wish would run out faster. This is not my video idea. I will tag the creator I got this idea from. That being said, I had to hop on this immediately because I have tons of products and opinions about this. I wish the Ilia base face milk lasted so much longer. I've had this for about a month and I'm almost halfway through the bottle, which is kind of insane. I do use it a ton, but I just wish it lasted longer because it's so expensive. It's like almost $60 a bottle. Same with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the mini. I go through the minis so quickly, so I've had to start buying the big ones, but I've even gone through a whole entire big one, which is insane for me. I have so much makeup that it's very rare for me to go through a product, but I go through this like water. I also really wish my eyebrow products lasted longer. I have bought at least 3 or 4 of these, and this is my second one of this brow product. I use and abuse this brow pencil. There's literally nothing left. You can't twist any more up. It makes sense because I do my brows every single time I do my makeup, but I also just feel like not a ton of product comes in brow products, especially for the price. Like, brow pencils are not cheap when they're from high-end brands, and I don't know why they don't give us more product. I go through this Ilia mascara so often, especially because it does tend to dry out just a tad bit, which I personally like. I feel like it works better when it's a little bit more dried out. But again, because I use it so much, I have gone through at least 3 or 4 of these. Like, it's insane. Also, sadly, go through the Say Glowy Super Gel. Again, like it's water. I use it every single time I do my makeup, and I also sometimes use it just in my skincare routine. It's one of my favorite glowy products I've ever used. I think I've gone through 2 of this shade and then also 2 of the shade Sun Glow, so it's obviously a favorite of mine. I just wish it lasted longer because when I run out, it's so sad. This never runs out. It's the Rare Beauty blush. You guys know this. These don't run out, especially because I have
so much blush, I never go through one anyways. These in specific though literally will never run out. I have never once gone through a blush, I don't think. I genuinely think I never have because there's so much product. Like, it's just endless. Once you think you've gotten to the bottom, there's still more left. I don't think I would necessarily say I want this to run out faster, but I've just never run out of a bronzing stick. You don't think it comes with a ton of product, but this has lasted me over almost a year now. Like, it's insane how long these last, especially because when I use bronzing sticks, I put it on the back of my hand or I just use it very sparingly. Not to try to save the product, just because you don't need a lot of it, especially because a lot of the bronzer sticks that I have are super pigmented. They just last forever. Highlighters. I cannot get through a highlighter to save my life, especially if it's a powder highlighter. For example, I've had this highlighter since I was literally a freshman in high school and it's still not done. It's broken, bruised, and busted up, but it's still not finished. I cannot finish a full one no matter what. I wish it would just end. Another example, this is the Omrizi highlight that was so popular that they did one time. We all want it to come back, but I'll never have to worry because I won't run out. Powder bronzer. I don't think I've ever gone through a powder bronzer again. I don't know why. I just don't go through them. One of my favorite ones, it's the matte bronzer in the shade medium from Sigma. I use it all the time and I haven't even gotten close to hitting pan yet, which is just crazy. It's not that big of a powder, but I use it. Like, I have it on today. I use a considerable amount and I never hit pan. I wish so badly that I could go through palettes, but I simply just cannot. I don't think I've ever finished a palette ever. I don't really feel like that's super rare, but I don't go through eyeshadow palettes, I don't go through face palettes, and I use them a ton. For example, this is the most I've ever gone through an eyeshadow palette, hitting pan on one shade. Obviously, you can tell I love the product, but it's literally impossible for me to go through this entire palette. Even with as much as I use it, I just don't ever go through palettes. I use them all the time, and they're just never ending, which I honestly appreciate because usually palettes are expensive. But it would still be nice to be able to finish one and feel that accomplishment of finishing a product. What products do you wish lasted longer, and then what products do you wish would run out quicker? Let me know. I love you guys so much.